Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 61 of the Foster Child Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And in this part, I am planning on aging up Oliver to a young adult. But before we do that, I noticed that poor Scarlett came home from some volunteering where I was trying to work on her empathy. And she is sick, poor thing. And she has a whim to cure illness with medicine. So I'm going to do that first before we go ahead with Oliver aging up to a young adult. I already have a cake made. So I'm going to go into phone and I'm going to have her purchase gifts. This is an option that comes with seasons. Otherwise, you need to purchase the medicine on the computer, which we can still do. And of course, illness comes with get to work. So, and there are some other ways. You can't actually limit it. You have to just look because otherwise it won't show up. And I hope in talking, I didn't miss it luckily. So she's ordered her medicine and let's see how long it is 40 minutes. So she needs to get this quickly. Otherwise she might get days from taking the medicine. Though I have been finding, and I probably have said this before, that the medicine doesn't always help them with their illness. It'll help them right away, but the illness will come back. So my dear, you need to take that. But I'm going to go concentrate on Oliver. So there she is. She's finally taking it just as I gave up on her and all the spots are gone. So here he is. He wants to go do some painting. But right now, before you do any painting, let me put the walls into cutaway for now until I have it set up for him to come I'm not going to have a party. We have an impeccable honey cake. The ability to have things being impeccable is a trait that you can buy with reward points, but it is actually also a trait that comes with outdoor retreat. So we're going to have him blow out candles. And now that I'm here, and I had already checked, he has all of these in the range that they will be positive, and we did get him the scouting aptitude in the last part. Well, he completed all of the badges to get that in the last part. So let me pause. I want to get this out of the way so it's just not up on the screen. And of course I want to get set up somehow to get a picture of him, because he is actually adopted, so he is actually considered their child as opposed to really a foster child, but we're including him in the count because you are allowed to adopt. This is not done with a mod. You just usually add them to the household or you adopt the kids for the foster child challenge. And let me just get a picture and then I'm going to hit play. And then get another picture. And there we go. We have our young adult. So he did get all of those positive values from doing all that. And I had randomized the traits before when I aged him up to a toddler and all those things. And his trait it's under lifestyle. Yes, loves the outdoors is the trait he has as his adult trait. Now, his actual aspiration, it's just showing the one he's currently on. But the one he has a reward trait from is he had the fortune aspiration, which he completed because that's one of my goals, either to have them get 2 tiers of their aspiration completed before I age them up to young adult, or else they have to max a teen career, in which case now, when I set it up, we didn't have it, but now we have the scout. So we have, in his case, done both, and he's also gone on to work on some other aspirations while he was working on all of these, and an A student, he has that too, while he was working on the positive character values. So there we go. He's all set. Why don't you come add we'll try adding birthday candles to the cake. I have been noticing that even when I add birthday candles to cakes, they, and put them in the fridge, that Sims will go and eat the cake, which isn't so good. I don't think you can tell them to eat the cake, because if you look here, you can't pick up a serving, you can't pack into sack lunch, all those things. Those options are not there. But we'll see whether anybody eats it. Now, my dear, I don't actually want you to celebrate. Now I'm going to put the walls back into cutaway. I need you to, let's take a look. You need empathy and you also need some fun. Well, I don't know that there's really much they can do for empathy with fun, but I'm going to take her to just do a little bit more work on her scouting badge. In some ways it might be more useful for her to get her badge, then for her to get that last character value before I age her up. Because for my tweaks to the rules, I'm needing them to have at least 3 positive character values. But I have been sort of going for 5, but I'm kind of inclined not to do that for her because she already does have 4 in empathy. I'm not really sure how much that does as a young adult anyways. But fun will help her. Fishing will help her with her fun and also with her scouting one. She also needs to do some more things for the scientist one. So we'll see, because I would like to age them up really soon too. So we'll just sort of see how it goes if we can sort of keep doing that today. And each time you start fishing is what ticks off for the outdoor enthusiast aspiration. Now, the 2 of them actually had let's see, what's her other whim? She wants to buy, well, we're not going to buy a wash tub, sorry. That is just not necessary. We have a washing machine. So let me check in on Sean because I don't want him going over there. No, don't ask for advice. Let's see where you are. You need, I think, a smidge more empathy. So I'm going to have him go. And while they're both taking a sick day because I had Lacey write excuse notes for that. So even though I don't know if you noticed, but I had the option with Scarlett to take a sick day. She didn't need to because she had already essentially was taking a sick day. So I'm going to have him go on to travel volunteer. Just all by himself. And we'll just go to a nursing home. So he'll go off and then he won't be here for our Oliver to make any mess ups with him. So, and he has to paint, so he may as well go do that. Now let's check in on our kids and see where they are. She's been scratchy and she's completed her. So I think, what has she got done? She has got she's mentally and physically gifted. So she's all done with that. So let's switch her over to creativity, and she needs to play with 3 toys. So the toy box is here. So we're going to open that and we're going to work on her emotional control at the same time. So we're going to play with emotion. And then she has one in her inventory, so we're going to play with emotion with that. And that's all she has. She only has 1 in her inventory. And then she's going to play with another toy. Of course, I have to do open and then do that option to get to play with emotion. So we'll try and play with emotion again that way. So there is Addison all looked after, and I'm going to cancel her doing what she was doing because she was going to keep doing it. Isabella, you need to earn a high score on the typing game, which you are currently set up to do, so you can keep working on that. That's fine. And let's check in on Scarlett over here. So we'll cancel that because each time she starts fishing, it'll work towards her badge. And honestly, I think what I might have her just do is do some observing in the observatory, because that is fun, and then that will help her with her badge also, because she needs to do the young scientist part of it, which programming, using the microscope, but again, it's the same as fishing. You have to cancel it. You got to essentially get them to start and cancel, start and cancel, start and cancel for them to actually get it to count. So has that helped a little bit with her fun? It has actually helped with her fun, which is one of the reasons I thought we may as well, instead of working on our empathy, which wasn't going to help with her fun, we would actually work on the badges and choose options that helped with her fun instead, so that we can, help her fun and help her with her badges. I probably could have just had her keep staying in the same spot instead of switching her back and forth like I've been doing. Oh well, not a big deal. Maybe I will cancel that one. Then I'm going to cancel this, because that was having her go, I think, over to the other space. And she's earned her badge. Yes. Okay, we're going to try redirecting their attention. Of course, it's 50-50 as to which one is going to work. Oh, good. At this time it worked, and it helped his conflict resolution, and it would be social if he was young enough. But he's not a child. He is a teen, so they don't have social skill. So you have worked on that badge. So let's go back to the home lot and have you. Oh, I set up a holiday for tomorrow so they don't have to go to school. Why don't you come over here and to collect some microscope samples, because I'm going to take you on to, I'm pretty sure I had bought one of the microscopes, essentially, and then we're going to have her go use that for that. And I think that's fun. I do. So she needs to still go into full parent mode, because I've never actually had her do that to complete this aspiration. And did he finish that painting? Let's take a look. He has to paint for 5 hours. So we're going to put that over here, and you may as well just do another painting. You can do a confident painting, and hopefully that you don't finish it till you finish painting for 5 hours, and then it'll count for the next tier of the aspiration. That would be very, very good if that happens. So we're still waiting for Scarlett to come over here. I don't remember how many she needed. So I'm going to collect some more microscope samples. One more is all I'm going to do, is over there. No thanks, we don't want to join the Renegades. Thank you very much. And for her aspiration, she needs to become a young adult to complete it. So that's why she won't actually have completed it until she ages up. But for me, that's good enough. So she's got all of those. Because, of course, the twins have to age up at the same time, because they're twins, so they can't do it separately. So we're going to analyze plant sample, and hopefully we can do that a few times and it'll work, because we have a few now in our inventory. Oh, she got to level 8 of the logic skill, so she's doing very well with that. And I did have her working on some other knowledge aspirations, but we own the rocket ship, but we've never actually done anything with it. We've never actually built it or anything, but it isn't fun. So there's no point really even doing that right now, because it's not going to help her with her fun. And, but hopefully using this is going to help her with her fun. That's all I can say, because her fun is back down. It's not doing very well at all. Poor girl. So we'll leave her to doing that. And how are you doing, Addison? Did you get your high score on... Oh, I never actually canceled you. I thought I did. I thought I told you to stop doing that. You, on the other hand, you still haven't got a high score on the typing game. Okay, maybe I got them mixed up and did the wrong one. They don't look that different, so it is very possible. Play game, play keyboard commander, so that you can finish that part of the aspiration. So she has mentally gifted and creatively gifted already. So they need to do the friendly one. We need to get some kids, I think, is what they need to do. They need to meet some kids and befriend them. That's what they have left on their kids' aspirations. I'm pretty sure they both have A's. So the main thing we're going to do is we're going to try and get their conflict resolution, and probably it would be good. Okay, great. Which one do we want? We'll do talk it through with someone, because emotional control is, while it is something he needs to work on some more, it is the easier one for him to work on. So he's maxed all of the other ones. So he's home, and I'm curious, where is he? How come oh, because he's already over here. Somewhere here. And I can't see him. There he is. So I'd like to view badge progress. So he has young scientist. Oh, he has a few. Yeah, I think he's not going to do this. This is going to take him too long to get this trait. So we're going to just concentrate on getting emotional control for him. So we're going to send him off to jog to clear his mind. And then when he comes back, even though that's not going to be very fun for him, we're going to have him write in his journal. And you know what will be fun for him when he's finished all of that is we will let him play with emotion here, and then that will help him hopefully get his fun. And maybe I'll cancel the writing in the journal and just have him play with emotion, because that will help him with that. So that's good. So what are you doing, Addison? Are you still playing with your toys? You've got one of the 3 done. Yes. So see, they have to kind of do their homework all together, so she can go around and encourage them to go into full parent mode. So I don't know if they've done anything that we can actually do the parenting, because you kind of have to do it all at the same time. Bang, bang, you know. So maybe if they have homework to do and they did it all at once. So she's still playing, but she can't do it right now. So that just is kind of what it is. And you're still working on trying to get that high score on the typing game. Sean is doing his jog, and he's already completed 2 of 4, which is what he needed to do. So he's got that. So we're just working on those last few things. So I think with Scarlett, instead of... So let's just try and analyze plan sample again. And see, I should have been paying attention to whether they get the little badge progress when they do that. Yeah, I would have thought you would, but I don't know. I'm not seeing that. So when she's finished this, I am going to view badge progress on her. And then I'm going to go have her collect the 1 badge for sure that we know she's earned. Oh, it did, because she's got them all. So she'll have that. She's going to collect her last 2 badges. Collect badge, young scientist badge. How is her fun? It's still not the greatest. She does have emotional control. See, the ones I like the most for them to have are responsibility, manners, and emotional control, because I find the responsibility is really helpful when they work. Manners is good for meeting friends, because you make friends more easily, and if you combine that with the incredibly friendly trait, you're just instant friends. You don't need clubs. Like, I normally have the club gathering going on, that helps, but if you don't have a club gathering going on and you have manners and incredibly friendly, as soon as you do a friendly or cheerful introduction, you become friends immediately. And of course emotional control lets you just do continue to do the things that they can do as kids and teens. Like, they can jog for emotional control, and they can write in their journal, and it will help them calm down. It's supposed to help them calm down quicker from the extreme emotions. I have never actually tried doing that, but I just know that's what it's supposed to do. So she's got everything done for that. Her fun still isn't the greatest, but I'm going to send her off to go volunteer anyways, because we do have a little bit more time, since Sean's not ready, regardless, to age up, because he still needs to work on, at a minimum, his emotional control, which he's doing right now. Is it helping his fun? I'm surprised it's not helping his fun. Usually playing with an instrument helps them with their fun. I didn't think they needed to be creative for that. I thought that was just something. Or maybe he's not actually started yet. No, he is. Oh, now, maybe he just got there. Oh, look, Isabella completed her aspiration, so she's all done. And she needs some social. So she has everything there. So she's completed mental, creativity, which I think I'd already said, and social. She needs to make friends with 3 other children. Now, what I'm curious is, it is the school day, so I don't know whether there are any kids around here. I'm not seeing anyone right now. And I just noticed they have like little water bucket thing. And I don't see any kids over here, so I think we might have to wait until the day ends. So let me just check. I hear Rocky, I think he maybe wants to go out, so I'm just going to briefly check on him. Well, someone just came home, so I let Rocky out to go greet them, and I have got everybody set up. I did send Scarlett out to do some more volunteering. Sean is working on his emotional control and hopefully his fun at the same time. Yes, it seems like that's coming up slowly a little bit. And that emotional control is also coming up, which is very, very good. Now, okay, and I see a whole bunch of drinks on the bar right here. So I'm just going to sell them. I don't care, if they're under 80 simoleons or not. I'm still going to sell them over into the inventory just because it's easier. And I tried to look around. I couldn't see any kids, as you probably noticed. So we're not trying to make friends right now because kids, of course, are at school. I have Oliver reading the parenting skill book because he needs to work on that a little bit. And you know what, Nicholas? I see a few of you guys are getting hungry. So why don't we come over here and try rallying the troops a little bit? Just to help make it, so they're not so hungry. Because they're all a little bit hungry. So I'm hoping if I can sort of just keep working on, especially Sean's emotional control, that we can have, we can age up the twins in the next part. And at least, even though I did send off Scarlett to get her empathy worked on, I don't know whether she will get that into a positive value before the next part. I see that we have, I'm going to pause it, I see Minnie is uncomfortable, so I'll have to go check into that. So I'm going to just play a little bit off camera in between parts and get the twins hopefully ready. That's my goal, so that we can age them up, and then we can then add in, move some of them out. I might keep Oliver for a little bit because I don't want too many toddlers at one time, but I may just move them all out together and add 3 toddlers, and oh well, that's just what we have to deal with. We'll see. I'll make that decision. But that is going to be it for this part. We now have another young adult aged up, so I think Oliver was our 7th young adult. My original goal was 20. It's taking quite a while, so I'm not sure. Let me know if you think I should keep trying to go for 20. It was 20 or when the caregivers were about to age up to adult. I am playing on a long lifespan, so I don't know that we would make it to 20 anyways, because when I last looked at Nicholas, he had 36 days left. He's still where I looked, so it was still on this sim day when I looked. I must have looked at the beginning. And given that a long lifespan is 90-something days, and we've only got through 7 young adults, I don't know that we'll get the rest done. But we do have 2 kids who are already, the toddler stage is what I find takes the longest. And then the kids and then the teens, it sort of gets shorter and shorter in terms of getting all the goals that I have at the different stages. But that, as I said, is going to be it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!